Good morning. We are Laura San Miguel and Diana Camacho, and today we are going to present to you our bilingual practice at Brickell International Academy during the vacational period from May to June of 2015. The Brickell International Academy is a bilingual preschool that is part of Education's First community, located in Miami's financial district in the 8th floor of the North Tower. It attends 80 kids from 6 months to 5 years old in different schedules through the day. The preschool's infrastructure is composed by 8 classrooms organized by learning centers, one playground, a multi-purpose room, bathrooms for adults and kids, a kitchen, and the main office. Our objectives with this bilingual practice were to improve our English level, understand the best curriculum and the thinking strategies, and plan and develop activities according to this curriculum.
As we mentioned before, BIA is affiliated to EduFirst, an educational organization committed to provide a challenging environment for children growing in the 21st century. EduFirst has integrated, designed, and implemented a collection of tools. One of those tools is BIA's curriculum, an abbreviation of Vida Equilibrada con Sentido y Sabiduría, that is an eclectic, holistic approach to learning. BIA's main objective is fostering in each child the thinking and life skills necessary to lead a meaningful life with balance and wisdom, combining all the foundations that children need during the most crucial neurological stage of their lives, in order to endow each child the necessary habits of mind, thinking, and life skills. All BS's curriculum is synthesized in this disc with 6 levels where it's grading. In level 1, their philosophy pillars, level 2, their main objectives according to each moral, social, and intellectual autonomy. In level 3, the basic needs that must be supplied to have a significant learning. Level 4, the habits of the mind which can be achieved by everybody. In level 5, the provisions that will lead and allow a balanced, meaningful, and wise life. And finally, in level 6, the achievements that brings having a VSS lifestyle. As we do in every practice, in first place we made a general diagnostic of VIA per school. We visit each classroom where we saw all the thinking routines documentation pasted on the walls and met the head and assistant teachers. We received a beginning training in BIA's curriculum and its Making Thinking Visible approach by BIA's principal. We saw the thinking routines in action and we also had the opportunity to learn about their planning strategies. In this diagnostic, we found out that they were going to start summer camp in which the students were supposed to learn based on a weekly thematic, as cooking around the world, superheroes and fairy tales, Olympic Games, and so on. After we received our training, we started working with infants and PK3, planning daily activities based on the weekly topics using the thinking strategies as tools.
The theme for the first week was about cooking around the world. With the infants, we used the Wheel of Wonder and the What is Missing thinking routines for them to explore and use their senses to learn the importance of healthy food. The theme for the second week was fairy tales and superheroes. According to it, we used some thinking routines such as 2 times 2, Wheel of Wonder, beginning, middle, and end, and the thinking keys of causation, change, and connection for them to develop some habits of mind such as wonder, connect, organize, express, and scan. Finally, the theme for the third week was the Olympics, where the babies had the opportunity to play as if they were in the competition using some balls and cardboard tubes. In addition to this, we did the zoom-in thinking routine with the Olympics logo and we used the connection thinking key. Modeling the language for the babies is one of the most important elements to implement the thinking strategies and also giving them the opportunity to use all their senses. In this way, they will be acquiring the language and understanding what is going on.
With PK3, we had different activities about superheroes and fairy tales, where we draw the parts that were missing to some of our superheroes and princesses friends using the What is Missing thinking routine. We made bubble maps about our favorite movies, soundtracks, and what a princess is. We also made a talent show where we first used the bar graph to measure the quantity of kids that were going to sing each song, and then we had a special time performing those songs to our PK3 audience. As a closure of this topic, we use another bar graph to measure with little blocks how tall is our favorite superhero or princess. As the Olympic Games opening and our last activity, we made our own Olympic PK3 games.
As part of the practice, we designed a reading project called Ready to Share in order to strengthen the kids and the families' reading habits by borrowing the preschool's books. This project also aimed to develop habits of mind like being able to explain, predict, describe, reason with evidence, synthesize, and for the parents to learn how to use the thinking routines and the thinking keys. Moreover, this project gives the opportunity to kids and their families to spend time together and share, reason why the project is called Ready to Share. The idea with it is basically that the kids who are interested can choose each Friday a book that they want to read with their families and borrow it. For that matter, the teachers will have a boring format where they will write down the kid's name and he or she will sign it. Also, they will take a bag with the book where they will find a brochure that explains how to implement the thinking strategies, a bookmark with the questions to use the thinking keys, and either a thinking routine format or the thinking keys kit. If a child takes a thinking routine format, it is expected that he or she does it with their parents who need to take a picture of it and send it to the teacher. In this way, she will keep them and make a digital documentation for the process. Finally, the kids will have to return the book on Mondays. The thinking routines that we proposed were 2 times 2 or 2 times 5, what is missing, beginning, middle, and end, I see, I think, and I wonder, and headlines. During this practice, we learn how to make the kids think invisible by using the thinking strategies and experience how to implement them. Also, we learn the importance of modeling language to kids in order for them to acquire it, and the part played by documentation to evidence the learning process. This is an example of the documentation we made about the Wheel of Wonders routine with babies. All in all, we can say that having the bilingual practice in the United States gives us the opportunity to enhance the language level, to learn the culture, to get to know a different curriculum, and to interact with people of different nationalities.
We were impacted of seeing kids from all ages making metacognitive process while being conscious of their thinking process, as well as the ability to use thinking routines with babies through language modulation. Also, we were impacted by the respect that everyone showed for diversity and the influence that this has on kids talking more than 2 languages at the age of 3. Because we know you may have some questions about the whole experience, we wanted to tell you some curious facts. We used one of Miami's public transport service called Trolley. Thank God it was free and it passed some blocks away from the place we were staying. Our schedule was from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Monday to Friday with a lunch hour time. We rented through an official rental webpage a studio that was like 25 minutes away from BIA. And finally, we had to use BIA uniform that was pink shirt and beige or blue pants. As a closure, we really want to invite you to Thinking Berkeley International Academy as an optional place to go and do your bilingual practice. We'll actually learn a lot about making thinking visible. We made great friendships. Kids are awesome. We even had time to go to Miami Design District, Miami Beach, Bayside, and Disney Hollywood Studios in Orlando, so that was great. You are going to spend an incredible time with amazing people and you won't regret it, and it's worth it.